Hey guys, Milton Minch here with another film introduction, and the movie I picked is one of the most memorable films of the 90s and a brilliant comic book adaptation, one of the best in my opinion. Is The Crow, directed by Alex Proyas and released in 1994. It's based on James Bond Barr comic book with the same name that tells the story of a man who comes back to life thanks to a crow who goes to the world of the dead and brings that same soul that cannot rest to the world of the living, and it becomes a sort of avenging angel per se. The movie was directed, like I said, by Alex Proyas, who did a wonderful job of adapting the comic book with his great eye for cinematography, and of course for the camera work, and of course the production design is really beautiful, with a great soundtrack and with a Cure. Of course, Graham Revell, who did a wonderful job with the score. It was sadly the last film of Brandon Lee. Was brilliant in this film, who died tragically on set in the age of 28. Due to after being shot by a real bullet, and he sadly didn't make it, and which was very sad and tragic to see such a young star full of life and full of charisma going this way. But in a way, its legacy really cemented with The Crow, and he delivered a brilliant performance as Eric Draven, who was a rock star, killed by a group of bandits. So does his fiance, and a year later he comes back to the living as in the form of a night avenger, and his sole purpose is to make the wrongs right, and going after the people who killed him and his fiance. The Crow is a very dark film, in a good way, and is very unique in terms of aesthetic. We have comic books these days are very film most of the same. I mean, most of them, but there's a few like the Batman, by Matt Reeves, who has that sort of neo noir look of it. And I loved the dark gothic urban look of The Crow. And it was a time that the comic books were sort of a rare. I mean, if we think about the Richard Donner's Superman, Tim Burton's Batman, and The Crow, came out. A comic book, of course, the comic book was exactly well known worldwide, but it's a very interesting piece of art and very well written by James O'Barr. This movie is one of my all-time favorites. I watched it as a kid, and I'm really sad to feel sad for Brandon Lee's death. But I think he had a lot of potential. I think if he was alive, he will make a lot of great films. But this is a movie that showed his really true talent. Was a very talented actor, and his performance as Eric Draven was so heartfelt, so warm, so emotional, and that made the character Eric Draven so believable, and will follow this quest for revenge. But at the same time, it's a very tragic character that is driven by the love he felt by her fiance. I like to think this is a really beautiful love story, a tragic love story, but it's still a love story, nonetheless. It's one the film. I mean, it had a couple of video sequels, and there's a remake last year that didn't last so well among the fans, but it didn't tarnish the legacy of The Crow. It's still a beautiful film, one of the best of the '90s. One of my personal favorites. It is really a comic book film done right in such a unique way. I want to say thank you very much about this film introduction, and tell your opinions about The Crow, what you love about the film. Is Brandon Lee the perfect for all? Of course he was, but should Brandon Lee legacy live on? Of course, definitely. But if you like this video, put your comments about The Crow, and of course I will answer it. Thank you very much for this video. The Crow. Have a good night, and watch a lot of movies.